Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kita mulakan kelas kita pada pagi ini dengan membaca ummul kitab Al-Fatihah. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanirrahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala sayidina Muhammadin asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Ya Allah ya Tuhan kami, ampunkanlah dosa-dosa kami, ampunkanlah dosa kedua ibu bapa kami dan kasihilah mereka sebagaimana mereka mengasihi kami di masa kecil. Ya Allah ya Tuhan kami, kurniakanlah kepada kami ilmu yang bermanfaat untuk diri kami, keluarga kami, agama kami, bangsa kami dan negara kami. Ya Allah ya Tuhan kami, berilah kepada kami kejayaan di dunia dan di akhirat. Ya Allah ya Tuhan kami, jadikanlah kami orang-orang yang bersyukur. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Walhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Ya, Alhamdulillah kita bersyukur pada Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala pada malam ini pula pada pagi ini kita dapat meneruskan kelas kita secara online. Okey, mungkin semua dah sampai ke destinasi masing-masing. Mungkin masih ada yang ada di sini. So pagi ini kita akan tengok balik soalan nombor 2 Soalan nombor 2 daripada tutorial 6.2. Kemudian kalau kita ada masa yang lebih, kita akan tengok contoh soalan test Okey. So this is the question. Kita tengok semula soalan 2 ni. Damai Berhad acquired 80% of 40 million ordinary shares of Puri Berhad on 1st July 2011. Okay. We highlight this. 80% of 40 million. Cash consideration of 150 million. Okay. When the net asset of Puri was 140 million. Net asset 140 million. The non-controlling interest is recognized at its proportionate share of fair value of the identifiable net asset of the subsidiaries on acquisition date. Okay, acquisition date is referring to 1st July 2011. On 30th June 2015, impairment test indicated that goodwill of Puri was impaired by 20%. Okay, impaired by 20%. In January 2016, Damai Berhad announced it planned to dispose part of its interest in Puri Berhad. Okay, Damai Berhad is considering two offers with regards to the disposal of its interest in Puri Berhad, which will take effect on 1st March 2016. Detailed information relating to the disposal of Puri Berhad is as follows. The first offer is to dispose 40% of its interest. And the second offer is to dispose 25% of its interest. So 40% of its interest is referring to 40% of 80%. 25% interest is mean 25% of 80%. Okay. The proceed for the first offer is 230 million and the second offer is 140 million. On 1st March 2016, the fair value of net asset of Puri Berhad was 300 million and the fair value of ordinary share of Puri was 3 ringgit each. Okay. So, the profit are deemed to accrue evenly throughout the year. And we are required to A, advise Damai Berhad on which offer to choose if it wants to retain significant influence over Puri Berhad after the disposal. Okay, so from the question here, if it dispose 40% of its interest. 40% times 80%. 40% times 80%. 4 times 8, 40 times 80 is equal to 32. So the first offer, it will dispose 32%. And for the second offer, it will dispose 20%. But the intention is to significantly influence. So from this argument, we are going to choose offer number 1 because when you dispose 40% of your interest, you still have uh, less than 50%. Less than 50% interest, and therefore you have significant influence. Okay. And then we need to explain the implication on the preparation of the consolidated financial statement for the year ended 30th June 2016, as well as to compute the gain or loss on disposal of ordinary share in Puri that will appear if the company choose offer number 2. Okay, so I will share with you how to answer this question. Yeah. Okay. For question 2, A, in order to retain significant influence over Puri Berhad, Damai Berhad should choose offer number 1. Why choose offer number 1? This is because after Damai Berhad dispose of 40% of its interest in Puri, the remaining interest held in Puri is 48%, which means investment in associate. So, as a working, if it takes offer number 1, it will sell 40% of 80%. 40% of 80% means 32%. Okay. And the remaining interest is 48%. Therefore, it is an associate. But if you choose offer number 2, you dispose 25% of 80%. It means you dispose 20%. 80 minus 20 is equal to 60%. You still control. That's why, okay, we suggest that the company choose offer number 1. All right. So if we choose offer number 1, what will be the effect? The effect of the selection on the consolidated financial statement, especially the statement of financial position and statement of profit or loss. Okay. In the consolidated statement of financial position, Damai Berhad will be recognized as an investment in. Damai Berhad will recognize the investment in Puri as an associate at its cost on 1st March 2016. And after that date, until 30th June 2016, the cost will increase or decrease with Damai Berhad share in the post-acquisition reserve of the associate. All right. And in the consolidated statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, the result of Puri Berhad will be consolidated until 29 February 2016. Yeah, until 29 February 2016. From 1st March 2016 until 30th June 2016, Damai Berhad will be accounted using equity method. Using equity method. So the Puri Berhad will be recognized, based on its share of profit after tax in the consolidated statement of profit or loss. Right? So this is the answer for consolidated statement of financial position and consolidated statement of profit or loss after the disposal of 32%. Okay. And lastly, C, the gain or loss on disposal if we choose option number 2. Okay. Option number 2. Because option number 2, the holding is still having control over the subsidiary. So we are going to compare the sale proceed, 140 million, and the fair value of net asset on disposal date, that is 150 million. Okay, times 25%. That is equal to 37.5. So the gain is 102.5. Okay. So just now, the fair value of net asset on disposal date, is it 150? Let me check. On the date of disposal, the fair value of net asset on 1st March 2016 is 300 million, not 150. 300 million. So we have to adjust this one. 300 million, eh? Actually, 300 million. This one is 300 million. 300 million. So the answer is 2 times, yeah? 37.5 times 2. The answer is 75. 140 minus 75 is equal to 65, right? Okay, so the gain on disposal is 65. Okay, any question with this?
No, sir.
No question. Okay, so if there is no question, we try to uh, look at the second question, that is example of test question. Example of test question. Our test will be held on 4th January. And the format of the test will be similar. Will be similar to the example that I will show you. Similar, not the same. I'm not talking about the question is the same, but the format is the same. Yeah, the format is the same. Okay, let me show you. Okay. Okay, this is about Pine Berhad. Pine Berhad is a well-established Malaysian company whose core business is manufacturing, distributing, and marketing of home furniture. The company has investment in the shares of several companies, namely Maple Berhad, Tech Berhad, and Akasa Berhad. The following are the statements of profit or loss and the statement of changes in equity of Pine Berhad, Maple Berhad, Tech Berhad, and Akasa Berhad at 31st December 2021. Okay, so the test will cover the topic of increase in shareholding. Increase in shareholding plus investment in associate. Okay, so this is the sets of statement of profit or loss for the 4 companies: revenue, cost of sale, gross profit. We have gain on disposal here. Gain on disposal. This one I have to remove the color. Okay. And then we have income from investment. So we can see from here, investment income. Operating expenses, finance costs, profit before tax, tax expense. Okay. And then we also provided with 4 statement of changes in equity. This is for the 3 companies. Okay. For the three companies, we can see that this one is Pine. Pine, it has profit for the year 17,400. It's the same. And ordinary dividend. Okay. 1 million. Maple, current year profit 10,200. And ordinary dividend of 100. Take. Okay. Profit for the year 2,200. Ordinary dividend 150. And preference dividend is 50. And Akasa profit for the year, but there is no dividend. Okay. The first investment is investment in Maple Berhad. Investment in Maple Berhad on 1st January 2018. Now is 31st December 2022. So it is 4 years ago. On 1st January 2018, Pine Berhad acquired 4.8 million out of 6 million. Can you identify how many percent? 4.8 divided by 6. It is 80%, yeah? 80% interest. 4.8 out of 6 million. It is 80%. Ordinary shares of Maple Berhad when the retained earning and other reserve of Maple Berhad were 600,000 and 500,000 respectively. The consideration transferred was satisfied through a cash payment of 7.5 million. The non-controlling interest value on the date of acquisition was 2.16 million. So we have all the figures. A fair valuation exercise conducted on 1st January 2018 revealed that the fair value of the net asset of Maple Berhad was equal to its carrying amount, except for its freehold land. The fair value of the freehold land of Maple Berhad was 400,000 in excess of the carrying amount. No adjustment has been made in the books of Maple Berhad. So this is another reserve. So on the date of acquisition, we have 3 reserves. Yeah, 3 reserves. The first one is profit. The second one is other reserve. And the third one is asset revaluation reserve. Okay, remember, on the first day of acquisition, it acquire how many percent? 80%. And then, on 1st January 2021, the board of directors of Pine Berhad decided to increase 12.5% of its interest. The current interest is 80%. Increased by 12.5% of its interest. It means 12.5% times 80%. It is actually 10%. So increased by 10%. So it bought the shares from Chombi Berhad. It bought the shares from Chombi Berhad at RM2.50 per share, which is deemed to be fair value of the shares on that date. The increased transaction has not been recorded. Alright. And then investment in Teck Berhad. Teck Berhad become a subsidiary of Maple. We know that Maple is subsidiary of Pine, and Maple acquired shares in Teck Berhad on 1st April 2021 when Maple Berhad acquired 90% of 8 million. Yeah, 1st April 21, and it acquired 90% of 8 million of ordinary shares of Teck Berhad. The purchase consideration was settled through an immediate cash payment of 2.5 million and an issue of 3 million shares. 3 million shares valued at 3 ringgit. Valued at 3 ringgit. And the fair value of shares of Teck Berhad on that date is 1 ringgit and 50 cent each. So this one is for calculating the NCI actually, 1 ringgit 50 cent. At the date of acquisition, the fair value of the building of Teck Berhad was 400,000 more than the carrying amount. So this is an ARR for Teck Berhad. However, Teck Berhad has not made any adjustment in the books to reflect the new value, and remaining life was 20 years. Okay. Investment in Akasa Berhad on 1st January 2020, Pine Berhad acquired 25%, 25% shares, 25% interest in Akasa Berhad for cash consideration. The fair value of the net asset of Akasa on this date was equal to the carrying amount. At that date, the retained profit of Akasa was 780 million. Sorry, 780,000. A bargain purchase of 180,000 was calculated. Additional information. On 1st June 2021, Teck Berhad sold machine. The carrying value 2 million and accumulated depreciation of 0.22 million to Pine Berhad for 2.6 million. On the date of disposal, the remaining useful life of the machine was 5 years. The machine was still in Pine Berhad book at 31st December 21. Okay, and it take sold, yeah, sold machine to Pine. Next, 16 million of Pine Berhad revenue for 31st December 2021 represent goods sold to Maple at a cost plus 20%. At cost plus 20%, yeah. So 16 million at cost plus 20%. By the year end, Maple Berhad sold 13 million of this good to third parties. So what we have here, we have intercompany purchase, intercompany sale, and also unrealized profit on unsold goods. Number 3, both Maple and Teck Berhad have provided ordinary dividend on 30th December 2021. Teck Berhad has also provided preference dividend on the same date. Both investors had recognized their shares of dividend received from their respective investees in investment income. So we have to eliminate investment income and the account of the payer. Who is the payer? Who are the payer? The payer are Teck and Maple. On 1st January 2021, Pine Berhad issued 6% debentures worth 10 million for cash. This transaction has not been recorded. However, the interest on debentures has not been provided by Pine as at 31st December 21. So we have to provide. Goodwill of Maple Berhad was impaired by 200,000 as at 31st December 21. In September 21, Akasa Berhad sold goods to Pine worth 15 million. Okay. Akasa is what? Akasa is an associate and it disposed 15 million. Yeah. Goods to Pine at a profit of 20% on cost. Pine sold 3/4 of these inventories by the end of the year. Okay. All profits or loss were deemed to accrue evenly throughout the year. It is the group policy to provide full year depreciation on a straight line basis in the year of acquisition, but none in the year of disposal for all assets. And secondly, measure non-controlling interest in the subsidiaries at its fair value. Required. A. Calculate goodwill or bargain purchase for Maple. B. Determine the amount of gain or loss due to increase in ordinary shares in Maple. C. Calculate goodwill or bargain purchase on the acquisition of Teck Berhad. D. Prepare consolidated statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. And E. Prepare consolidated statement of changes in equity of Pine Berhad for 31st December 2021. Alright. So what we can do, okay, first we have to calculate the goodwill. Yeah, we calculate the goodwill for Maple and Teck Berhad, and then to calculate the gain or loss on increase in ordinary share of Maple. Okay, so we still have about 15 minutes. I still have about 15 minutes. So I give you a few minutes to calculate. Or maybe I just share with you the calculation of the goodwill and also calculation for increase in ordinary share as well as goodwill or bargain purchase on Teck Berhad. And the rest, the preparation of consolidated statement of profit or loss and also statement of changes in equity will be yours. Right? Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first we analyze here. Find in Maple. First it invests in 80%. Okay, invest in 80%. So NCI is 20%. And then it increase. Find increase by 80%. So it goes up to by 10%. Goes up by 10%. It goes up by 10%. And the NCI is now how many percent? Okay. It goes up by 10%. So now Pine has 90% interest. And the NCI is now 10%. Right? Okay. What about Pine in direct interest intake? Pine in direct interest intake is Pine has 90% interest in Maple. And Maple has 90% interest intake. So the percentage between Pine and Teck is 81%. And the non-controlling interest is 19%. Okay. The preference share, NCI controls, NCI purchase. NCI has 100% interest in preference share of Teck. And then in Akasa, Pine has 25% interest. Next, compute the goodwill on consolidation for purchasing the shares. Purchasing the shares in Maple. So we calculate the goodwill on 1st January 18, when Pine acquire 80% interest in Maple. Not when we acquire another 10%. Okay. So the consideration transferred on that day was 7.5 million ringgit. And the non-controlling interest is 2160. How do we know that the non-controlling interest is 2160? We go through what is the value. Okay. It acquire how many percent? 80%. 4.6 million. Sorry, 4.8 out of 6 million. So NCI is 1.2 million. 1.2 million, and the figure for non-controlling interest is already given 2.16 million. Already given 2.16 million. So 2.16 million is given in the question. So 7.5 million plus 2.16 million, the total is, okay, we have to total them. It is equal to 9,660,000. 9660, right? Okay. The fair value of net asset of Maple ordinary share capital is 6 million. Retained profit is 600,000. Other reserve is 500,000. And ARR is 400,000. ARR is under different additional information. So altogether, the total fair value of net asset is 7.5 million. Okay, 7.5 million. We compare with the fair value of investment here. 9,660, and we have a goodwill of 2,160. Because we have goodwill of 2,160, we have an impairment of 200. So the balance of the goodwill to be transferred to consolidated statement of financial position is 1,960. Okay. Next, we go to the second item B. That is to calculate the gain or loss on the increase of shares in Maple Berhad. Okay. So the sale proceed. Yeah, the sale proceed. How much we receive from the disposal? 600,000 times RM2.50. Yeah, 600,000 times RM2.50. Okay. And what is the value? The value is 1.5 million. 1.5 million. Next, the fair value of net asset of the subsidiary on the date of second acquisition is ordinary share 6 million, retained profit 2.3 million, other reserve is 500,000, and ARR land is 400,000. Total 9.2 million times 10%. So it equals to 920,000. Yeah, 920,000 compared with 1.5 million. So the second acquisition result in gain or loss? Gain or loss?
Gain.
Loss. Okay, sebab apa? Sebab bukan dia jual, dia beli. Dia beli, dia bayar dengan 1.5 million, tapi dia dapat 500, dia dapat 920 million. Okay, jadi sebenarnya ni bukan proceed lah. This one is not proceed. Sebab proceed ni kita macam, bukan proceed ni sebenarnya. Ini adalah CT. Consideration transferred. Dia bayar 1.5 million, dia dapat 920,000. So kita dapat loss on acquisition. Maknanya dia bayar lebih lah. It pay more. So 1.5 million, what it gets only 920,000. Okay. And number 3. Number 3, compute the goodwill. Compute the goodwill on consolidation. Compute the goodwill on consolidation for Teck Berhad. So consideration transferred. First, we transfer the consideration of cash. How much? Cash 2.5 million. And then what else? $3 million ordinary share at RM3 each. 3 million ordinary share at RM3 each. So how much is the amount? 3 times 3 equal to 9. 9 plus 2.5 equal to 11.5. Okay, 11.5. Right. And then fair value of net asset comprised of ordinary share capital 8 million, retained profit brought down 1.3 million, plus profit for the year 2.2 million times 3/12, we get 1850, and ARR building is 400,000. So NCI is NCI 19%. 19% times 8 million times 1 ringgit and 50 cent. Okay. What about the indirect? Indirect NCI? Indirect NCI is 11.5 million times 10%. That is equal to this amount. Because acquisition of TEC is an indirect subsidiary. It is a subsidiary of Maple, right? Okay. So 11,500 minus 1150. Kemudian kita ada NCI. NCI ada dua ni, kita tahu kan? Why? The first NCI is indirect NCI, whereby the non-controlling interest of Maple also has an interest in TEC Berhad. So TEC Berhad, TEC Berhad ni adalah subsidiary of Pine. The Pine is the holding company, Maple is the subsidiary, and TEC Berhad is subsidiary of Pine Berhad. Okay, so kita dapat goodwill kat sini Kita dapat goodwill sebanyak 2380. Okay, 2380. Alright. Jadi masa pun dah habis. So I want you to try to answer question on statement of profit or loss dan juga statement of changes in equity. Okay, for the year ended 31 December 2021. Okay, is that okay? I believe it is okay. Kita cubalah. Jadi awak ada 2 kerja lah sekarang ni. Sebab test pada 4 bulan 1. So you kena practice jugalah. Contoh soalan ni sebab dia similar lah. Walaupun tidak sama, dia similar. So sebelum kita akhiri kelas, saya akan panggil attendance sekejap. Ada ke kumpulan C yang masuk ni?
Ada, sir.
Ada sekejap saya panggil kumpulan A dulu. Kumpulan A, Aimah Syuhada ada? Aina Syahira?
Saya.
Asila?
Saya.
Muhammad Daniel? Daniel Aikan? Muhammad Mursyid? Ada?
Yes, sir.
Muhammad Akil Irfan? Ada?
Ada, sir. Saya kongsi device dengan Mursyid.
Okey, tak apa. Sebut ada je. Okey. Muhammad Fikri? Fikri ada? Tak ada. Nigina?
Ada.
Ada. Nirmala?
Ada.
Ada. Nur Aliyah?
Ada.
Nur Azimah? Azimah? Tak ada. Nur Balkis?
Ada.
Ada. Nur Farhana? Farhana? Tak ada. Nur Syahida? Mat Rasid? Ada. Nur Syahida? Tak ada. Nur Alisa Iliana?
Ada.
Ada. Nur Farahin?
Ada, sir.
Ada. Safwa?
Ada, sir.
Ada. Siti Aisyah?
Ada, sir.
Siti Nur Adibah?
Ada, sir.
Anis Asifah?
Ada, sir.
Ada Muhammad Daniel Afiq bin Suhirman.
Ada, sir.
Muhammad Imran. Imran? Imran? Nur Aisyah Zulaikha.
Ada, sir.
Okey. Nur Zuha.
Ada, sir.
Nur Nabilah Syamimi.
Ada, sir.
Ada. Okey. Nurul Akilah.
Ada, sir.
Ada. Nurul Liana.
Ada, sir.
Ada Putri Nur Syaza.
Ada, sir.
Okey. Jauhnya. Nur Azmina. Ada? Nur Azmina. Nur Azmina. Fauzan.
Ada, sir.
Okey. Thank you. Kumpulan A, kumpulan C. Kumpulan C, Abdul Rahman ada? Mungkin belum masuk. Amira.
Ada, sir.
Luqman Al-Hakim. Muhammad Arman. Muhammad Daniel Muhammad. Nur Amiratul Adila.
Ada, sir.
Nur Farhana Azmi.
Ada, sir.
Nur Kamalia. Siti Nur Khairin.
Ada, sir.
Siti Nur Maisara. Siti Nur Syamira.
Ada, sir.
Aiman Izzuddin. Ada. Amira Nur Huda. Amirul Naim. Atikah Amira. Damia Fatimah. Dia Sarah. Nur Azian.
Saya, sir.
Ahmad Ihsan. Ahmad Ihsan. Hayatul Akmal.
Saya, sir.
Okay. Jadi, thank you for coming everybody. So, insyaAllah selamat bercuti dan selamat menyelesaikan kerja-kerja ataupun tugasan yang diberi. Kita jumpa lagi pada bulan Januari insyaAllah. So, kita sudahi dengan surah Wal-Asr. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal-Asri innal insana lafi khusr illa allazina amanu wa amilus solihat wa tawassaw bil haqq wa tawassaw bis sabr. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.